If you are waiting for your life to calm down before you can start being more creative, listen up. My name is Mary Kole with Good Story Company and Mary Kole Editorial. This is one of those little right lies that we tell ourselves. I will be more creative if I will write more when, especially for those of us who have jobs, kids, aging parents, responsibilities, a mortgage, pets, whatever the case may be, or even internal mental health struggles that keep us from writing as much as we would like. That also happens in spades. But the thing is, this is a false promise that you are making to yourself because life is never going to calm down. We are in the chaos, and the only thing that we can do is write from within the chaos. Of course, if you're going through something that makes it impossible for you to write, note that is a season. We all have times in our lives when it is almost impossible to create. Give yourself some grace in those moments, but know that you can choose to write if the kids are crying. You can choose to write if the day job is on a tear and really, really demanding. As long as you show up for yourself, as long as you show up for your craft, as long as you read a freaking book, if you can't sit down and have a focused writing session, right? But if you say, oh, I'll just do it when things calm down, or I'll just do it if I have this magical 3 hour block of time where I can just focus, and that is the only thing that I need to do, you are going to set yourself up for disappointment. You're going to set yourself up to feel like a failure. You're going to set yourself up to keep pushing that goal back when you could have been writing this whole time, when you could have been reading, when you could have been learning your craft, when you could have been connecting with other writers and community. There is never going to be a perfect time. And I do this to myself every year. So I'm not immune. But I'm like, wow, last year was really crazy and I didn't get goal X, Y, or Z met. So maybe this year is going to be different, right? In January, usually these traitorous thoughts kind of crop up. But the thing is, every single year of my life feels busier and more hectic and less conducive to that beautiful, meditative, creative work focused time. Creativity doesn't need calm, it needs carving. Right? What I mean by that, it needs you to protect it even as the storm rages outside. So find the 15 messy minutes. Write while the pasta boils. I don't cook, so I don't have that particular problem. That's why you marry a chef. Life tip: scribble while the baby naps. I've definitely done that. You don't even need to do it on your computer. I have this fallacy that the only important work worth doing is work that I do with my laptop open on the computer in work mode. But you know what? When I was nursing my kids in the middle of the night, instead of watching Gilmore Girls on my phone, I could have been tapping away in the Notes app, and then you transcribe it, you make it beautiful. This is the real writer's life. It's not that perfect golden shimmering moment. You know why? Because you are promising yourself that whatever comes from that golden moment is better. It's somehow going to turn out better. But you know, that idea that you get while you're walking, that idea you get in the shower, or when you wake up in the middle of the night from a really intense dream and you just jot it down on your bedside, that could be the idea. That could be the thing. That could be the puzzle piece that makes your current draft click into place. It isn't necessarily going to come from this golden, shimmering, beautiful moment. And if it doesn't, when you have that session where you are calm, collected, everything has aligned, the stars, all of it, the muse, if you don't produce in that session, you are just setting yourself up for disappointment upon disappointment. And it's even harder to get back and start writing. So don't wait for the perfect moment because, first of all, it might never come. And second of all, you might not use the perfect moment as you thought you would. So it's just easier to write whenever you can. And sometimes if you can't, it's okay to be okay with that. So don't wait. Just do it.